Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the world of the NBA and exploring some of the most shocking things that have been banned in the league. From clothing to moves on the court, you won't believe some of the things that have caused a stir in one of the most prestigious basketball leagues in the world. So, grab your popcorn and let's jump right into. And I bet you didn't know that the Warriors only became one of the greatest teams ever cause of a banned food. The Warriors were keeping it secret until everybody was talking about how they could break one of the craziest records in NBA history by winning 73 games in a season, so even though the sandwiches were banned, they helped the Warriors become the greatest regular season team of all time. But maybe they should double up on the PBJ, cause now they can't even beat LBJ. But even that ain't as crazy as the NBA banning a jersey for breaking people's TVs. The Bucks came into a game ready to debut their new merch line, Cream City. Now, I don't know who came up with a name like that, but once the Bucks put the jerseys on, they repped them proudly. And creaming their opponents wasn't what the NBA had issues with. Apparently, the Bucks jerseys were causing TV glitches, and the cream colors interfered with the technology used for on-court advertisements. So out of nowhere, the Bucks revamped their jerseys to a blue version. And eventually, a Bucks employee announced that they weren't allowed to do cream-colored jerseys anymore. Neither could any team, because it was banned. But there's banned celebrations that get players fined tens of thousands of dollars. The shot clock was becoming an issue in the Bronx. And the middle finger salute from one of the fans, and he'll get fined for that. To me, those celebrations were hilarious. But to the NBA, those gestures were considered inappropriate, got players fined thousands of dollars each, and were banned. So now you see why players usually don't let their celebrations get out of pocket. But the NBA isn't the only one who bans things. LeBron James ruined all of his teammates' fun just because they lost him a championship. During the 2015 NBA Finals, LeBron was doing the near impossible by carrying his team to just 2 wins away from the title. So LeBron was hoping his teammates could stay locked in, but instead, they rolled in? Who else but J.R. Smith then? When he pulled up on his hoverboard, it was all fun and games, but it completely jinxed the series, or at least that's what LeBron thought, cause the Cavs lost that night, the next 2 games after, and were forced to watch their opponents celebrate a championship on their home court. So LeBron was beyond pissed, and not only did he blame the hoverboards for the losses, he literally forced the Cavs to ban them. I already know LeBron got some hate for that one. The NBA bans anybody who hates on LeBron? People get pretty wild towards this. One fan literally told LeBron she hoped his son got into a car accident and died, so he got her ejected. Now LeBron can do that, because there's been a secret rule ever since he made a decision that shocked the world. That announcement nearly sparked World War III. Fans rioting, burning his jerseys, and the NBA felt like this would follow LeBron into arenas. So they invented the No LeBron Hate rule, where it states that verbal hate towards LeBron, wearing anti-LeBron merch, or even holding signs with LeBron hate, would get fans ejected from the arena and banned. What if I told you the NBA also banned players from showing off their head game? From Jimmy Butler with the steal, to Drew Holiday, check that Drew, it's nice boo, and De'Aaron Fox, goodbye. This new Nike accessory called the Ninja Style headband completely took over the league. I mean, even LeBron was hyped about a new way to hide his hairline. Until the NBA got scared players would tug the headbands from behind and cause injuries. So looking like my ninja was banned. I guess Kawhi Leonard didn't get the memo. Now I see why he's never allowed to play. But I also see why he never joined the Houston Rockets. Cause not only did they ban players from doing a certain move, anyone who violates the rule gets clowned by the entire team. In 2017, the Rockets were already one of the best in the West, but since they got eliminated early in the playoffs, coach Mike D'Antoni wanted to make a change. He realized all their 2-point shots, other than dunks and layups, were just as likely to go in as 3-point shots, so we figured, why don't we just run the same plays all game long where James Harden brings the ball up to get his own shot drives to the rim or passes to an open shooter for 3. Nobody was allowed to take mid-range shots, and it was definitely a strategy that stressed players out. But for any Rockets players who didn't listen, they'd get clowned during film the next day by having their picture on screen with a red X on it. And clearly they didn't want this. Not only did it have players apologizing for taking the wrong shots, the Rockets ended up setting the record for most 3-pointers made in a season and even became the best team in the league. Until the Rockets started losing in the playoffs, and NBA legends didn't feel like this was a good strategy after. But even though that man was a Rocket, things changed a lot since he'd been there. Cause all mid-range shots were banned. Now, if only the NBA doesn't allow for some pretty weird reasons. Stephen Curry just wanted to celebrate the Chinese New Year with a custom pair of his signature shoes. Till the NBA randomly claimed they had to match his team's colorways and he got kicked out of his kicks. Karl Anthony Towns created some so he could put on for his favorite Netflix show, Stranger Things. But once he laced them up, the NBA told him his shoes could only include shoe brand logos. There was even the time that Kanye West revealed that he spent years designing over 300 different concepts for a Yeezy basketball shoe. And once pics leaked of his final version, the NBA didn't even let him touch the court a single time before they complained about his reflective heel. But don't even get me started on Cole Anthony, man. My God, I never thought I'd see anybody on a basketball court wearing tins. Not only did the NBA ban them, this dude really broke the rules for the dunk contest just to end up getting clowned everywhere. But nothing we've talked about so far is as wild as one of the NBA's biggest cover-ups, the time they banned a basketball from making players' hands bleed. During the 2006 season, NBA Commissioner David Stern heard about a new invention called the Spalding Synthetic, and these basketballs were being specifically designed for NBA players. They were rumored to include microfibers instead of leather for better grip, which would also cause moisture to evaporate quicker. And right out of the box, every ball was supposed to feel broken in to give all players an equal advantage. There seemed like no negatives, so Commissioner Stern forced all teams to make the transition. But within only months of his balls being played with, it became one of the biggest controversies in NBA history. Now it was bigger than just the Bulls. Superstars like Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki were complaining. The balls were even causing players to suffer hand injuries, so Mavericks owner Mark Cuban took it upon himself to prove the balls were messing up the game. And he literally paid a physics professor to study the ball, where they found shocking reasons why shots like these went in. It's all because the synthetic balls bounced 8% less than the old leather balls. Studies also showed that when the balls got wet, it was actually harder to grip and more slippery, the opposite of what it was supposed to be. So this forever became known as the NBA's biggest failed experiment, as the league resorted back to their old balls, so this forever became known as the NBA's biggest failed experiment. While some bans may be controversial, they are ultimately put in place to uphold the integrity of the game and protect the players. What do you think about these bans? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.